Come on in, family. Come on in. First of all, I see everything. I see through everything. Second of all, it's not a game. It's very much true. It's very much real. But hey, Salam Camp, welcome. Second of all, like I said, it's not a game. It's serious. And the illusion, hold on, let me put this up. The illusion, share my screen, because the illusion, the world has fooled a lot of people into being in their comfort zone and trusting, trust and believe. I have fallen many times for the foolery myself rather recently. And then I had to smack myself and say, why'd you do that? You put your family in a predicament. Now I have to work to get it out. Even though spiritually we are protected, especially my girls, my children, they are protected spiritually. And many don't get what I mean by spiritual protection, but a lot of you out there truly know. You already truly know. And the whole thing about it is you don't have friends. We don't have the luxury out here of going around calling people friends. Because friends don't do this to friends. Friends don't humiliate friends. Okay? Friends don't humiliate friends. Friends will go out of their way to accommodate, to do whatever needs to be done to rectify any wrongdoing. You know, as of right now, we don't have friends. We don't even have associates, nor do we have whatever we think we have a relationship. We may have a but that's without the lation. We have the repeated scenarios over and over again, but we don't late to nothing. So let's listen to this video.
I didn't like it from the moment I seen it.
A frustrated father
That's not supposed to happen.
told me about his 11-year-old son.
My son, my son's a good child.
A baby, a boy at that. This is what's wrong with our men. This is why Martin Luther King said what he said and didn't grasp the trap. He didn't grasp the spell that he was putting over us.
Good boy. play sports, good in school.
Shamel's son is a student at Lamar Elementary in Greenville. And at school Tuesday, Shamel says his son's teacher took this staged photo with a foot on his neck.
I'm very mad about the situation. Very mad about it.
The boy's mom didn't talk on camera, but she's more forgiving. The teacher texted her the picture and mom showed it to us. Mom said it was done as a joke after the teacher told her son to return an assignment or she'd put a foot on his neck.
Can you imagine what Black babies are having done to them in white homes? Or Black children are being treated like in Black and white homes? You see, white people were allowed to adopt Black people, Black children, way before we were ever allowed. How you like them apples? People don't know where we're at. Black police officers literally are trying to say a 16-year-old girl getting shot, Black girl, is okay. And I see where they're coming from, because they're coming from a blind spot where they only see the crooked law, but they don't see it for what it is. They don't see that the law is one-sided. Let them shoot a white child, 16-year-old. Let them, Black officers, shoot a white 16-year-old and see what will happen to them immediately. Then they will understand the outrage in Black America. But they don't get it. They don't get it. Enough with the fakery. Enough with the fakery. Because the whole thing is they can't do nothing for us. They don't have the ability to do anything but kill, steal, and destroy, and lie.
We reached out to the teacher but didn't hear back.
My initial reaction was disgust.
Demetris Liggins is the superintendent for Greenville ISD.
Well, at this point, the teacher has been placed on administrative leave. We do believe in respecting and treating all of our neighbors, and especially our students and families within the school district, with dignity and respect. And we're a community that truly embraces and respect each other, our differences, and celebrate the many cultures that exist here.
Mad, man. I'm furious about it.
The boy's uncle said no story makes this acceptable.
Whether, he agreed to do it, she asked him to do it, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? He 10. He don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? She do, though.
The superintendent told me the investigation will be thorough and swift.
I don't take it lightly at all.
He says appropriate.
And the thing about it, this Black baby boy thinks it's okay. He's been groomed and taught it's okay for someone to be as nasty as this woman is. And for generations and generations, it hasn't stopped. Nasty, wicked, cold. And this young man thinks it's okay. His whole life is ruined because now he's groomed to think that he can be friends with someone and they can treat him like however they feel like treating him, and he's okay with that. That's what he has learned. That's what he learned. It's deep. All the Black people I see out here, They think that too. They know it. They know it's okay for them to be treated however. Because the illusion has got them in a place where they accept anything a Caucasian will do to them, but don't let another black person, they will, it's just messed up. It is messed up out here. And this is the programming. This is a deep programming. This baby boy, his mom did him a big injustice, and she called this a friend of hers, and she had a baby son around her. One thing a black mom knows, not to have no white women around her sons. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. She doesn't have that privilege. She doesn't get that privilege. What world do y'all think we're in? What world do you think you in? Lost. And you're about to get stuck in a body. You're about to get stuck in a body. Your souls are about to get stuck in this physical existence. And it's nothing anyone can do for you. Suffering more and more, and you allow people to keep you suffering. You think that everything these people tell you got to be right. You got to believe. Don't you know that the trickery is real? I don't care if people think I'm crazy. Because the world, this place is already lunatic. This place is already crazy. Crazy stuff. What do you call this?
Action will be taken.
Is it more sane than me?
Does not define our teachers. It does not define the way we treat our students and what the expectation is throughout our district.
In Greenville, I'm Alex Rozier.
We reached out to the teacher who's now on administrative leave. We did not hear.
Wow. And she was able to retire. All white people, for some reason, are able to retire in their system. Of course, their system caters to their mess. I can tell you this much. It is a sad, sad, sad day in heaven. But people don't. How do you trust? How do you trust? How do you allow people to tell you you're an animal? How do you allow people to put you in the same category with them? After they have committed the most heinous crimes and continue, but you want to be them. It is sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. The trust. Synonymous. They're synonymous. But you give yourself over. Wickedry on a daily basis, lies, trickery, illusion. Wow. Wow. Confused, conflicted days. Mm, 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 mm. So they basically trying to figure out a way to seems like they're trying to do two things at one time, right? Like continue themselves on, extend themselves, their time here on earth, and at the same time keep you here in bondage with your soul intact as a slave. Death is an illusion. So if you're on that level, you're going to easily be tricked many times. Going to be easily tricked because it's what we want. We want to be freed from this body. But you pretty much have to think the opposite of what they think. But like I said about the police officers, black police officers we have who think like them because of the law, because of their law, mass law. Their law, the very same law that said it was okay to discriminate against blacks, the same law, mind you, that said it was okay to lynch men. The same law that still says it's okay to lynch black people. The same law that said that slavery, it was all right to enslave black people. So they just somehow miss the law of them shooting black people. Somehow they totally missed the law that it's okay for white officers to shoot black people. And somehow they become sympathizers because they have the law in common, but it's somehow they bypassed all the discrimination they dealt with in their job. Somehow they've looked over they missed all of that. They can speak up and speak out for white officers, but somehow they missed out on how very imbalanced it is for black officers. And that the point is you cannot go in a white community and do the same things that these white officers do. Plain and simple. And if you think you can, I'd like to see you do it. At least try. Try to be normal and a normal officer. You won't even make it in a white neighborhood as a Black officer. They disrespect you. They have no respect for Black officers. It's awful. It's called racism. It's sad. It's sad when our people are confused in the mind. This is why we don't work together. Because the white officers are not responsible for our communities. Matter of fact, the white officers should not be in our communities. If we care about ourselves as a people, our right is not to have them, because history has said that they have not done us any justice. They have not done us any good. But still, we normalize things and we want to say, okay, just it is what it is. Somehow we're just going to bury on the top of everything multicultural. But is it really buried? No. It may be hidden, but it's clear to see. It's quite clear to see. And it's sad. It's very sad. People don't get it. And I don't really have the sanity for it. Because it is insanity. It is insanity. And it's sad that we're so divided. That we're so divided as a people over what is plain and simple to see. It's a sad, sad day in heaven. Sad, sad day. Because people tend to love the abuse more than they love each other. Love the illusion that's got so much unbalance in it. So much chaotic. I just have to say that how do you trust and then allow other people to diminish your your untrust, and you fall for it anyways? But how do you trust someone that is not anything like you, but you take the word for them, what they say, after all the things, after all of the things that they have done, and they have not shown anything to you for you to trust them? They, you know, a friend would have to jump through hoops to prove that they are a friend for me. You really have to, if you've done something that it's just cannot be forgiven, and you really want to be my friend, you're gonna have some hoops to jump through. I am gonna make you jump through some hoops. You're gonna you're gonna my every demand, in order for me to trust you, I got the leeway because you so much want to be my friend. So therefore, I would still make you jump through hoops, but there's no guarantee that I would be your friend ever again. So I don't see why, I don't get why we're not even nowhere near that. We're just like, yeah, you're my friend. Yeah, that's my friend. And I haven't even earned anything from you. Nothing. Not a thing. And they get to jolly in their um what they call it, their mistreatment of you. They get to jolly and be happy in their mistreatment of you and what they do, trickery, the trickery, they get to benefit from it. They get to benefit from it. And it ends up being your loss because you did not think about all the times and and how they have not been a friend. They have been everything but a friend. Everything but a friend. But somehow we don't see the law of the land. The law, it's not a law of the universe. It's not a law of nature. It's not the law of anything that is beneficial to you and the planet, or you harmonizing with the planet. It's not anything that's beneficial to you. It's mostly stuff that's going to destroy you, take you away from your protection, have you come outside of self, and feed you trickery that you would believe in. And then walk around unexpectedly, not knowing when But this is what goes on, and this is what happens. And it's crazy. And this poor baby boy is marked for life. You don't know the scars that you can't even see you have. I've seen mine, and it's very faint, but I know that they're there. Many times we don't know why, but they're there. They're imprinted in us because of where we're at. Hey, that guy from Texas, welcome. And I think those are the ones that hurt the most. Because you're wondering what's wrong with you and why. So, moms, you got to protect your sons. You can't go around calling everybody friends just because they're white and bright. Doesn't mean the sun shines there. And this baby boy said it was okay for her to do that to him. And there's a lot of other people that might say that, oh, that's nothing. Yeah, nowadays, because we got mixed people, we got mixed kids now, a lot of mixed kids. And people think because of that, then that gives people passes now. That's everything should be okay. But it's not, because nothing has ever been rectified. And they will keep doing the same thing over and over again and cannot do anything to undo what they do. Because nature works that way. Don't you think it's a little too late for them to try to pull back all the warfare that they put on us? It's a little too late. I don't think they can correct that. I don't even think if they could, I don't think they would. It's a lot. I can run them all off, but I don't think it'll phase our people any. They still call them friends. they'll still see them in a bright light. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Another bioweapon. Hmm. And so is STDs. I guess they thought that Black women naturally caused the, or things like that naturally caused. No, it's about all those are bioweapons. It's deep, but people say, "I love it. I want some more." Can you just knock me upside my head again? But he loves her. He loves her. He's proud of his white wife. And I can imagine them at a party, and she's clear across the room talking about him, how foolish he is. It's a sad, sad time. Very sad time. But the time I wish I had my wings out of my back and I can sing I'll fly away. Oh glory, I'll fly away. By and by I will fly away. Oh boy. That guy from Texas says he must love her. He must love her mayonnaise casserole. Yeah, he must do. And it must taste really bland. I don't think the mayonnaise has a sweet taste. I think it has like a bland taste. Maybe it tastes like mud outside or something. Yeah. Sad but sad. Sad but sad. Very sad. But, you know, people will take up for the law and then they don't get it. They don't get it. And then on top of that, they think they have a friend, and prayer has nothing to, the stuff that's going on here, God is actually in it. God just is too busy laying around being a friend and enjoying the effery. So so God is down here enjoying the effery and allowing it to happen. So I don't see where prayer does any good because you're not waking up. You're not God is not doing anything because they don't know that God is who you are. And um unfortunately, many can't reconstruct their minds to back to the way it's supposed to be, where they can see exactly what the codes are saying. Things are coded. It's coded. It's all codes. You can't take it for face value and think that it's people when the it's you. It's you. But unfortunately, not everybody can see. Not everybody has that keen sense or want to gain their keen senses back where they can see and deal with things face on instead of falling for the, they call it, y'all know it, they call it, well, you are a universe, that guy from Texas. You are part of the universe. We're not this flesh. But anyway, don't you know why they call it herd immunity? Herd immunity. Right there. They're calling y'all sheeples in your face. We got to get herd immunity. And I hear people repeating this. I'm like, they want to get a herd immunity too. The leader said, we need herd immunity. And the sheep said, bah. The sheep said, we need herd immunity. And they just fell in line with herd immunity. Bah. And that guy from Texas, he's so silly. They just fell in line with it. They in matter of fact, the sheep repeated. They said they agreed herd immunity. I don't, whatever that is. I don't. I think it is a made up word, and I think they already placed it in the dictionary. We're gonna check it out. Let's check it out. Let's see if they didn't say it was some cattle or something. Herd immunity. Yeah, biological definition. I'll take that. They view you all as that. And here we go. Here's herd immunity. Okay, what is the definition of herd immunity? Herd immunity, also called herd effect, community immunity, population immunity, or social immunity, is a form of direct protection from infectious disease that occurs when a large percentage of a population has become immune to an infection, thereby providing a measure of protection for individuals who are not immune. But that's what that is. What are you talking about down here? Oh, okay. But yeah, conflicted. It's the state that they keep us in. They keep our people in a conflicted state. It's more easy for us to be conflicted. What was your version? Tell me what you think, and I'll put it up. But I thought they're even admitted to it. It's a herd immunity. A herd. Why do you have to be a herd? People can't be a herd. Cattle's a herd. Sheep's a herd. Sheep. But how, and after all this time, all the smacking in your faces, even the big punches in your cheek, your jaw, well, big punch in your jaw, you still trust. You still trust. It's like me, and I trust too much too. Way too much. Way too much. But that's good to see and for it to be revealed, because now you can change it. You can turn it around and recognize the truth versus the lies and the illusion. Like they say, always think the opposite. Understand that we're not the same, that when we pass, when something happens to us, we pass, we live eternally. We just transition. But what has been set up for us in the Matrix is that we get trapped. So that's why they would kill an unexpected person that is not enlightened and does not know who or what or why they are. Because they want that person to be trapped. And now they got a new way to entrap the soul in the body. Don't think your soul is going to get away. It won't. But I won't stay on here too long. I know everybody has to sleep. It's late at night. For me here, it's early in the morning. So I need to get some rest. I've been so dozing off lately. Really badly. But the obvious is the obvious. We don't need to look too hard or too far for that. It would surface, and it would show itself if we have the eyes to see, if we're ready to see it. Exactly. But they want to trap us. They want to trap our souls. And they want that. Also, what I learned, the reason why the Chinese eat our men, is because they want the energy. And not only the Chinese, but there's a larger group of people that also do this. And we know this. We know this since they used to barbecue on Sundays, right? We've already known this. But it's always been to get that energy, to get your essence. So now they're trying to figure out a way. Well, they have figured out a way to entrap the soul with the body. So, family, with that said, true love, real peace, the higher self within, the soul. Thank you, God. I got from Texas. Thank you. Yeah, I've seen that. There is cannibal restaurants that the elite go to. Thank you, Camp. Thank you for the conversation, that guy from Texas. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to get ready to go to sleep. I've been so tired, but I had to drink a little coffee, even though it makes my stomach kind of turn. It's not really good for me to drink that, but it's better to be safe than wreck, you know. So sometimes I need my coffee when I'm out, so and about. So yeah, great night and sweet dreams. I'm gonna go construct some dreams and hopefully I'll get up in the morning. Well, in the sunrise. Hopefully I'll wake up during the sunrise. It's not difficult for me to wake up in the sunrise. If I do this dream, because some dreams it's hard to come out sometimes. I've had those dreams where it's hard to come back. So get some rest, peace, and love. Till next time.